Hello everyone, I'm Sleepy, classic intro for you there, and I'm just making this video for a few reasons. One, the main purpose of this thing, I'm just going to be here to yap a little bit, but the important thing, as you saw in the title, I have a new channel. I decided to go to the route of making multiple different channels. So far I only have two. I have this one, which will be still like, whenever I have something to talk about and I just want to put some gaming footage over it, I'll just do that. But then I have another new channel called Sleepy Commentary. That will most likely all of my face cam videos will be over there, and I'll just be talking about something goofy or wacky. And then I have like this channel where I just talk about general updates with some Shovel Knight or Hades gameplay in the background. Lately I've been playing a lot of Shovel Knight. I've been recording just like in sessions offline, and I've been really enjoying the game. I enjoy like playing offline over streaming more, so I decided to just like record parts of it, and then I'll just include those in the videos I make. But yeah, that was the biggest thing, and my latest video was doing my 2025 New Year's predictions. And I made most of the predictions before the new year, but I want to get the video out as quick as possible before we got too late into the new year, because a lot of stuff's happened. A lot of stuff is happening, which is crazy. But yeah, that's the main news for the new channel. Besides that, I'm gonna yap about a bunch of other stuff. I have this list here that I'm just gonna talk about. Just like it's overall just like a new channel update plus life update in general. So after I got back from Mexico on my Christmas break, I've been continuing my Dragon Ball Z journey. So a few years ago in Mexico, I started Dragon Ball Z, and I got through the Saiyan saga. Then it's funny, the next year on winter break, I made it through most of the Frieza saga, but never finished the few final fights. And just recently, this Christmas vacation, toward the end of it, like I remember like on the way like to on the airport to the way back to Seattle, I restarted it, finished the last few episodes of the Frieza saga, and then now I'm entering into the Cell saga. And I have to say, Trunks is my new favorite character. Man had a crazy introduction. It's awesome. I already love him. Trunks is amazing. He is my new favorite character right now, and I'm looking forward to what else he's gonna do. And that's essentially an update on my Dragon Ball Z journey. Pretty hype going into the new saga. And then I also have other stuff, my list of what I'm doing for gaming, the Shovel Knight games. So you'll see a lot of the gameplay right now of me probably losing. I probably have like the deep sea level right here, and I do struggle a bit on that one. But eventually, spoiler alert, we do make it through. We do make it through. And I've been also playing like the original Shovel Knight of Hope, and one of the expansions where you play as King Knight. And that's very hyped too. They're phenomenal games. I've been really enjoying them. But I've had to take a little break. But luckily I have a bunch of footage pre-recorded, because one of the big things I'm doing this quarter for school is public speech coaching for students, because I already took Intro to Public Speaking, and I had the opportunity to help students improve their own speeches. And I had my first session next Wednesday, and I have my next one. It's once a week for a few hours, and I'm enjoying it. It's pretty good. I come in with like a scheduled plan, because I know what they're gonna like ask about. Their impromptu speech. It's something I had to do, and it's nice to help them create like plans and stuff in order to do that, and it helps me become a better speaker as well. And speaking of better speakers, I noticed that I'll talk about the books later, but Kai Cenat, very proud of him lately. He's been kind of stepping away from streaming. He made a video called I think I Quit, but I don't know if he'll probably like come back to streaming do eventually, but he's going like full like all in on like a clothing brand. But he's not like just going all in like, he's not just doing the thing where he just like slaps his name on the brand and have like the brand does all the work. He's like learning how to like sew and like all the intricacies about how to make clothing. He's doing like, you can tell he's really putting in the work, because that's one thing he's very passionate about, clothing. And what else was there? And he has a secret channel called Kai's Mind, which I've watched a few videos of, where he's like doing a few things. I know he's just showing us like his journey. One of the things he's doing is reading books. He's reading more, but one thing that he's reading out loud, which that gave me the idea to start doing as well as silently. And it's really helpful just for speaking, because he wants to do it because it's like he doesn't like how he articulates himself while he talks. And I realized, oh wow, if I do it out loud too, because reading out loud and reading in silence have like very different benefits. It's like a cool yin and yang in terms of benefits, because they're both pretty different and provide very different stuff for you. And that's what I've been doing lately too. I'm probably going to do it right after this. So, and also he's been doing videos of exercising too. I know I recently watched another Atrioc, another creator. He did a workout stream too. And it's pretty hype seeing all that. And then he's also just posting videos about just his clothing brand in general. And I'll talk about the, books I'm reading in a second. But I remember when I was on Christmas break, EJ, congrats on not having the goal, I guess, what I call it, a goal? The aspiration to stop swearing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. For me, like, my view on swearing is like, I don't do it often, but when I do, that's like something big. Like that's that's when I really emphasize on something. I'm really riled up or like really want to make a point. Generally, for me, I try not to do it too often anymore. But unless I like, unless I'm really like hammering something down, that's when I'll drop one. Or if I'm quoting someone as well. And if the swear is like not a slur or anything, I'll just direct quote them. And what else? We're already 6 minutes in. Dang, this might be a short video. I'm kind of going over everything I want to go over. Right now, I'm just, before I talk about my book, just sipping some soju. It's very nice alcoholic drink. It's a Korean alcoholic drink. I like to try. Whenever I like go to the grocery store, I like pick like one, like a bottle or like can of like one alcohol I haven't tried before, just to try different stuff. And this one's a crazy one. This is one of those ones that's like a little scary, because it has like, it's like 12% or 13% alcohol, but it doesn't taste like it. It's like a very, I don't know what's in it. It's like a diluted almost version of like vodka with some flavoring. I remember someone a while ago, someone said like it tastes like almost like a soda. You almost don't taste the alcohol, which is a little scary, but I'm trying it right now. It's Korean based. I know that it's big in Korea, and it's pretty good though. It's something I will definitely see myself sipping after a long day, and just like leaning back right now on my computer, having it on the side of my desk, doing something, and having it by my side. And then also, I talked about a beverage. I'll talk about the food option. I've been watching a channel. It's like another creator's like secondary channel, Moist Critical. He does he has a channel called The Other Channel, where his friends do a bunch of like crazy stuff. And one trend he does, it's like he gets 3 of his friends together and they all draft ingredients for like a food they want to create. And then they did, those videos were so fun. They did like an ice cream one where they all draft ingredients and make it like an ice cream sundae. They did it with a pizza, and they did it with sandwiches. So recently I tried to make a Cuban sandwich. I think I missed one ingredient, but it had, what was it? I put also like got the bread, mayo, and mustard. And mayo's the Tampa version of the sandwich, the Florida version. Ham, Swiss cheese, and pickles. I made one of those for dinner, and I cut one. I made like a big, like the bread came in this big square shaped like whole piece, so I cut half of it, and then I made a big sandwich, and then I cut that in half, so it was like a quarter. I ate a quarter, and then for the other quarter, I just like wrapped it up, and I'll save it for tomorrow to eat, and it's perfect. So I don't have to make anything. I just eat that tomorrow, which is pretty epic. And we're at 9 minutes and 27 seconds. Pretty awesome. And then I guess to talk about the books I'm reading. I'm currently reading 2, and once I hit to January, not January, like February 1st, and that's when I'll throw another one in there. Once I got a decent amount of progress done in these books. One of them is called How to Read a Book. It's pretty, like, the main premise of it is essentially like how to read more deeply, how to like the difference between just like reading something on the surface level and like truly understanding it. And it talks about like the 4 different levels of reading and all that. And, like elementary reading is just like knowing how to like that part of it's like knowing how to read, and then it gets like it's elementary, inspectional, analytical, and synoptical. And synoptical is a very basic version of that one, is basically relating ideas, reading multiple books, and I kind of do this as well, but this book is going to give me more insights on it. It's like reading multiple things and connecting those ideas to the multiple books or literature you read, which I think that's a pretty cool thing, synoptical reading. And that's pretty hype. And I kind of, and I've been thinking about the idea already. Right now I'm on the chapter of, I think, analytical reading, the 3rd level. And it just talked about like a bunch of more other stuff as well. But essentially, just like in a nutshell, how to read more deeply. Well, that was a pretty crazy recommendation I got on Amazon. And that's one problem I have too. Like sometimes like there's so many books I want to buy, but I kind of have to like chill on the book buying. I do read a decent amount. I read 12 books this year. I'm all lined up here. So now like pretty much once a month, but I get through a book. But I have that problem where I like sometimes I have to stop myself because there's this like human thing where it's like if we buy one thing, we want to buy more. Like even if you buy like a new piece of furniture, you start questioning like your whole living room. Like, do I need this? Do I need that? And I'm like that with books. So I have to be very, very careful on that. Again, this is a big yap session right now, and just like life update of like what I've been doing. I'm reading those books. The first one's called How to Read a Book. The second one is called Exercised. This one, and the title has like, there's multiple, I love that title because like the exercise has like multiple different meanings. And it's essentially about the evolution of human activity, and it like debunks a few myths and just talks about just how we evolved for physical activity. Because like one of the big things in the book is humans didn't evolve to exercise. And what I mean by that is, for the majority of modern human existence, physical activity was built into life. So if you wanted to survive, you had to move. You had to like do stuff. And if you didn't, I'm sure your tribe would have outcast you, and then you would have been screwed if you didn't have a tribe. But so you had to like put in work, like walk around. But now since everything's been, but also one other thing to mention is, additionally, how our brain works is we also tend to, when we see an opportunity to rest or like take it easy, we take that opportunity, which is why like when you go to like an airport or other places and there's like escalators and stairs next to it, everyone will go through the escalators. I see it too on my way to like the train stations. Like people like, even sometimes me, I do the escalators. My rule of thumb with that is usually if I want to get the blood flowing, I'll like sprint up the stairs, or like I'll go on the escalators when it isn't too crowded as well. Like if the escalator is just like swamped full of people, I just take the stairs. But if like there's no one there, I'll take the escalators. That's kind of how I view it personally for the escalator thing. But overall, yeah, it just talks about, what was the last thing? I think the chapter I'm getting into right now for that book is like going into like, because a lot of people are like, get stressed out about exercise. They get exercised about exercise. And it's like it's a completely natural thing because we didn't evolve to do it. Because now we're like in that era where nowadays office jobs are very commonplace, and where we like sit down all day and all that. And talks about sitting too, like how that's I remember in the podcast he talked about like it's like normal to like to sit sit a lot, but you just like people like just get up and move around more often, like in the hunter-gatherer tribes. And because like there's this whole like narrative almost that sitting is the, what was it, like sitting is like the new death. Sitting will reduce your lifespan. But for the hunter-gatherers, they sit a lot too, but they just like, get up like more often, like, and like do stuff, something like that. But I'm just, let me see. What's one more big lesson I can get from the book? And exercise became weird. Oh yeah, and how exercise become like commercialized. It talked about like what was it? Some of the big feats and how, yeah, he just like studies hunter-gatherer tribes. And I'm only on page 30 with this one. This one I haven't gone too far into, besides the other one I've been focusing on how to read a book. That book. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm done. I think that's about it. I got through this in like 15 or so minutes, just yapping a lot, and talked about new main channel, talked about my Dragon Ball Z journey, and my new favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, the Shovel Knight games I've been playing, and you'll probably see some footage of it right here, and you'll definitely see some footage. And Kai Cenat learning, reading out loud is something I've incorporated now, along with reading silently, like when I'm out, but like when I'm at home, I read aloud to help with articulation, just to help me speak just in general more often. EJ not swearing, very cool, very epic. And books I'm reading in the 2 books, and I don't know which one I'll add next. I have a few options for that, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. And if you want to see a video with face cam, I'll link my other channel in the description. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Classic outro.